I'm here to bring you a very brief analysis on the numbers for Toronto real estate market for September 2023. I'm going to go over some numbers and some projections and what's expected to happen even next year as per the information we have today. The impact of high borrowing costs, high inflation, uncertainty surrounding future Bank of Canada decisions and slower economic growth continue to weigh on Greater Toronto Area home sales in September. However, despite the market being better supplied with listings, the average selling price was up year over year. Toronto realtors reported only 4,642 transactions in September 2023, which is down 7.1% compared to September 2022. The year-over-year dip in sales was more pronounced for ground-oriented homes, particularly semi-detached houses and townhouses. On a month-over-month seasonally adjusted basis, sales were also down slightly. Listings were up strongly on a year-over-year basis from the extremely low level in September 2022. The number of listings also trended upward. MLS Home Price Index composite benchmark was up 2.4% year-over-year. The average selling price was up 3% over the same time period. On a month-over-month seasonally adjusted basis, both the average selling price and the MLS HPI composite benchmark edged lower by less than 1%. So prices are steady and we have much more listings, and we are going to speak about the numbers right now. And we had very few sales. TA home selling prices remain above the tough experience early in the first quarter of 2023. However, we did experience more balanced market in the summer and early fall. This suggests that some buyers may benefit from more negotiating power, at least in the short term. This could help offset the impact of high borrowing costs. Intending home buyers in Toronto will be first-time home buyers in any given year when the interest rates gets more affordable. The average price of a condo apartment in Toronto is over $700,000, yet the first-time buyer exemption threshold for the city upfront land transfer tax has remained to $400,000 for over a decade. With this in mind, Toronto City Council is asking city staff to provide a report on a more appropriate exemption level. Prices, we had all types of homes. The average was $1,119,000 with $428, which is 3% over from September last year. An average of 20 days in the market for all home types, which is less 9% compared to September 2022. We had only 4,642 sales, which is 7% less than September 2022. The average sale to list price ratio is 100%, which is 3% over the average of 98% from September 2022. When we speak about condos, the average price was $732,106 for all Toronto. We had 24 days in the market, which is 8% less than 2022, and we had only 850 transactions for all condos in Toronto, in the 416 area, which is 2.3 less than September 2022. Prices were a bit up of the listing price because the average sale to list price ratio is 102, which means that the condos were sold in average 2% over listing. When we speak about semi-detached, the average price was $1,281,956. 11 average days on market, which is 21% less than 2022, but we had only 160 transactions for the whole month, which is 11.1% less than September 2022. Prices were up. Average sale to list price ratio was up 5%, which is 106%. Detached homes, the average sale price was $1,724,007. We had 16 days average days on market, which is 15% less than last year. We had only 549 transactions, an increment of 11.8% from September 2022. We had 3% increase on average sale to list price ratio because the homes were sold a bit over listing price, which is 101%, and last year homes were sold around 98% of listing price. In general, we can see that the most affected were the semi-detached, lower 11%, detached were over 11%, townhouses were 2.9% higher the transactions than last year, and condo apartments we had a slightly lower amount of transactions with only 850 transactions for the whole month, which is 2.3% lower. With so many listings, we expect to have a buyer's market, although buyers are not really in a rush to buy due to the financing troubles they experience to pre-qualify for buying a property, number one, and second, to be able to afford the monthly cost of the holding cost of a home. We are expecting that the second half of 2024 will see some decreases in rates. Until then, none of the banks are expecting much decrease. They expect an average rate of 5%. The overnight rate to remain flat at 5% until Q3 2024. Reductions to begin Q2 or Q3 2024. The overnight rate anticipated to drop between 3.5% and 4.25% by the end of 2024. Banks are expecting quite the same, so we are hopeful that that's going to happen. And I hope you find this video helpful, and if any questions, I'm always here to help you. I'm also able to provide you with support with Outline Financial for any mortgage needs and any questions you may have. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. Thank you.